to control all and everything, unable to forgive the scarlet letter.
Hi. Sorry. Yes, I was muted. I know. Now I do at least. Hi, guys. Can I start off by saying that I love and appreciate every one of you. Everyone. Thanks, man. It's rough. I try to do the best that I can with the show. I'm glad to be here. Taking a bunch of time off isn't really who I am. So I won't be doing that. However, I knew yesterday that I needed an afternoon off at least. Honestly, to hardcore fucking sleep. I've always described the different types of sleep. Because for someone like, and when depression hits, I mean, I'm not talking out of turn here. You guys know, right? There's restorative sleep, the sleep that you do because you need it. There's, to me, mental sleep, which is kind of restorative sleep for me. One of the reasons that I sleep like I sleep, I sleep 8 hours a day. I sleep 10 hours a day. I sleep. And most of the time, the reason for that is because I need to regenerate, man. I somehow process stuff through sleep. I don't know if anybody understands that, but I process stuff through my sleep. So basically, I took the day off this afternoon. Yesterday was supposed to be our first, our first dive session for the week. No, actually, it's today that was supposed to be the first dive session. Guys, I don't even fucking know when the dive sessions were supposed to be. I'm fucked. My head's not working. In any case, I took some time off. The reason it is that I took some time off is because I need it. On the one hand. On the other hand, work gets me through everything. I love this. This is my salvation, and it's like I feel it already. Like today's a bit different than yesterday, high alert, but I got a ton of sleep. I got to think a lot. And what I'm talking about is processing anything heavy that needs to be processed. So please, that's basically what I'm describing here. And realize that one way or another, everything goes on and time fixes things. The best way to go through things is to go right through them. And something that I've said my entire life and I live by is that times of great difficulty reveal a person's character. And please understand that I'm taking score. For me, I have to do my best. I have to. Times of great difficulty, I gotta step up. It's what I do. So I know that if I took if I actually worked in the afternoon, that would have been probably worse for me than anything else. Okay, but stopping to work is definitely not for me. This community matters. I know that other people rely on this community as much as I rely on this community. So I'm being, I will only be able to feel the gratitude, the full extent of the gratitude that I have for all of you once it's done. Okay, please, I can't do it now. I'm not in the right frame of mind. But the thing is that in doing this community, you guys know that I can't put anything on. It's not my character, it's not my personality, it's not my belief. You got to be honest. And if honest is ugly sometimes, then you got to be honest about that too. And you got to face the fact that you got ugly in you. And work towards making it better. But I don't bullshit myself. The way I handle this will reveal my character. I have a responsibility here. I love having a responsibility here. I am really way, way better when people have to lean on me than when I have to lean on people. That I don't know how to do. Okay? I don't know how to do that. So I'm kind of broken in that way. If I gotta be there for other people, motherfucker, I know how to do that shit. So when I'm telling you guys, anybody who feels any emotional attachment to this show, anybody who feels like there's family and you've bought everything that I've said, please know that it's true. There's no bullshit in this. This is family. And I'm a lot better when I'm there for you. Okay? I can't put it on. I gotta do this. You want to know when things are really fucked up for me? When I'm not doing this. That's when things are fucked up. If I'm not working, that's when I've lost it. This needs to be done for all of the right reasons. So, God bless Polam. He asks, like, Sam, do we have the mixtape sorted out? It's like, fuck, no. No, it's like, I don't have the mixtapes, like, I'm not thinking that way at all. And I became aware, I know I am keenly aware that the music that plays right now is the soundtrack to a very difficult time for me. So I'm basically making my own mixtape in the next bunch of days, and I have been making my own mixtape. Because these are mixtapes that you almost don't choose. They choose you. The tunes that you play, you remember records, you remember things, you know? So, we Got You Sophia, and We Got You Sophia is a different thing because it's geared towards a kid that we're trying to make feel proper and that we're trying to turn a bad situation into good. There's a whole bunch of things, but it's for a 16-year-old. Okay? I'm a different story. I'm an adult. You motherfuckers know I'm going to get through this. You know my family's going to get through this. We will, but we ain't there. And this mixtape is always a mixtape that I did. It's still a deeply personal biographical thing. This mixtape, I have no choice. I have soundtracked every moment of my life. I'm telling you, music fucking sparks. The reason I can tell stories the way I tell stories is because music sparks stories in my head. My brain works that way. We all know my brain doesn't work very well in other ways, but it works well that way. I can close my eyes and think of a song and think of a story and put a narrative. This time it's a very deeply personal narrative, and it's a narrative that I've always soundtracked pretty much by myself. I'm, if you're not aware, I've kind of let you into my family more than I ever have in my entire life. And I have to feel like that's safe, too. I have to feel like that's not a motherfucking mistake. I can promise you that this is no attempt to try to curry favor, sympathy. Sympathy gets me fucking nothing. I'm not looking for it. All I'm doing is I'm trying to do this radio show in the best way I can, given the current circumstances, and I'm trying to be fucking real. And I think that could still be that could still make for compelling radio. So, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, I should say, the soundtrack to my life is being written right now in a way that's going to be memorable. And I already know what album I'm going to be playing later because I played it earlier. I wish is Quicksilver here? Daryl, are you here? I'd like Daryl to be here. You're here. Okay, look. You know how much it means to me when things happen completely serendipitously? Certain records are perfect for this particular feeling, and I've always been really good. I'm not on Zoom, dude. I'm not on Zoom. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do Zoom. I can't look at people. I need a bit of a bubble, okay? It's not personal. So yeah, this soundtrack is going to be me. You're real good, Mud. Seeing you naked, that's going to change everything, you fucking idiot. Thanks for that, you prick. I was cleaning some records. I slept most of the day. I slept pretty much until 4:30 p.m. I went to bed at 2:30, so I slept a lot. And I knew why I was sleeping. As I was cleaning some records and getting into some semblance of a routine, I came across this record here. And it was perfect. I posted it on Instagram, as a matter of fact. Okay? This was perfect. And I knew it was perfect the second I heard it. So I'm going to be playing the soundtrack to my life, and I would like to play this later, both sides, and I would like to invite you to crowdfund it. In other words, I'm telling you straight up, I'm going to play this. I promise, I have to. Okay? And Daryl, the reason I wanted to make sure that you were on is to let you know that music makes a difference, music matters, and you gave me the perfect record today. I'm sorry. You gave me the perfect record today. So, the imagery's not cool. You know, the imagery and thoughts of suicide aren't there. They're not there. I don't have that. I'm a tough motherfucker. I fight. So it's not the image. Stay away from the fucking image. But the music is right on, though. The music's right on. I played both sides, and it took me through an hour of the few hours that I spent awake today. So I'm going to be doing this, and I'd like to invite you to crowdfund it. Please pay attention to the words, because I mean it. I am not asking you to. I'm telling you that I'm doing it already. Okay? I'm telling you that I'm doing this already. I'd like you to invite you to be a part of it. In that manner, so that I can just keep doing my job. And it seems to me that's probably the most deeply personal way that I can crowdfund this. I'd like to invite you to crowdfund it with me. So, what's the crowdfund goal, Sam? None. I'm going to do it anyway. So what you do is, in your tip, if this sounds like an idea that makes sense to you, and if you think it's something that connects with you, then what you do in your tip is you give me the title of this, okay? You give me "We Got You, Sam." Please know that I'm not doing this for my own ego. I'm doing this because I'm trying to. I know how important the music I'm going to listen to now is. I know this already. And, you know, once I get past shock, trauma, and all the rest of the stuff that you go through when your family goes through a bad thing, and knowing on top of that that my wife is going through her own shock and trauma, and that my kid is going through her own shock and trauma, and somehow trying to hold it all together, it's not. I can't explain to you how difficult that is, you know. I know that there's those that will say, "Dude, you're such a pussy. I've been through worse." I know that there's people that are going to say that. And my answer to that is, I've been through worse too, I know. And once upon a time, the old me would have called me a pussy too, maybe. Because I would have tried to toughen up more than I am. But in this particular case, I don't think I'm a pussy. I think I'm better. So dealing with it in the manner that I'm dealing with it, in an honest way, and actually openly making you my therapy, making you my support system, is something new for me. I didn't react in anger. I reacted in anger when it happened with my family, and I'm ashamed. But, and I'll pay for it. But, yeah, I lost my train of thought. So, mixtape today is, you guys add what you want to this mixtape, okay? We Got You, Sam. Please know that your songs are absolutely going towards this, and thank you, Gary. And we'll try to do the best of it, okay? So in other words, listen, man, you're talking to a 52-year-old grown-ass man. I know how to handle myself. Please understand that I'm nowhere near fucking broken. Are you crazy? I've been through worse too. I know how to handle this. It doesn't make it easy, though. Knowing how to handle it doesn't mean that there isn't an emotional consequence. You know what I'm saying? You follow what I'm saying to you? So to me, I am manning up. You see me cry like a bitch, man. Listen, if you think that that's bitch behavior, you're in the wrong place, because that's not my definition of what a man is. That's not what my definition of a healthy person who processes emotions healthfully, in a healthy manner, is. So I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that. Okay? All I want to do at the end is I want to be real. I want to know that I did right by you, and that I said what I mean, and I mean what I said. My daughter's got that burned in her motherfucking head. You say what you mean, and you mean what you say. You don't let your motherfucking mouth write checks that the rest of your dumbass can't cash. And so, the goal to my life from here till the day I die is to say what I mean and mean what I say, to live honestly. This is the only way that I know how to do it. So, I see your "We Got You, Sam." Thank you. I'm not going to be posting any amount for that crowdfund, but I will be using it for that. If you want to put in personal requests, understand something. That's in some ways even better. Because you remember how it is that I told you a few days ago that my Sophia, I'm going to make sure that she has all of these names. I haven't worked on any of it, so I know that I have to do it, though, because I committed to it. But you remember, I got time. But you remember how it is that I told you that it's important, you know, for those messages to be there? You know, this mixtape is probably as personal a mixtape as I'm ever going to get. And if you give me a personal song on it, that's exactly what it means. And if I don't forget from my daughter, and if I'm going to go through the trouble of putting it for my daughter, I'm not going to forget with you either. As a matter of fact, these are our stories. This is the narrative. You know? So, thanks for dealing with my bullshit. Now I got to think of what records to play. Is there anything you think belongs on this mixtape? Because I kind of didn't know that I was going to do that until the very last minute. Again, it's just one of those last minute things. And I trust these last minute ideas because they're honest. And because they're, spontaneous. This one feels right. So, check the archive. What songs do you think I should listen to right now to write the soundtrack of this particular moment in my family life, in our life? I don't know. Maybe it's a dumb idea. But as I'm going through my records, looking for the right answer, looking for the right songs, what do? I just came across the right fucking song, so I fucking love it. This is a perfect song for me today. A troubled 16-year-old me listened to this a lot and saw the tour.
dreamer, but my heart's of gold. I had to run away high so I wouldn't come home low. Just when things went right, it doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song and you'll never be left all alone. Take me to your heart, fill me in your bones. Just one more night and I'm coming on this long and winding road. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, home sweet home. Tonight, tonight, I'm on my way, I'm on my way, home sweet home. You know that I've seen too many romantic dreams up in lights falling off the silver screen. My heart's like an open book for the whole world to read. Sometimes nothing keeps me together at the seams. I'm on my way, I'm on my way, home sweet home. Tonight, tonight, I'm on my way. Just set me free, home sweet home. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. Home sweet home.
We got requests. Guys, I'm reading your messages in the same way I'm keeping them, okay? I got your songs. I'm going to get to them a little bit at a time. I'm going to take a look at these requests and let's see what kind of an evening we have. Okay? This is going to be my soundtrack. It's going to be all of our soundtracks. I'm going to share it, but this one's going to be for me. So I can tell you that putting Home Sweet Home on it was kind of perfect. I hadn't played that. I played the album once, but I hadn't played it on the show. I hadn't played it for my kid. I hadn't played it for anything. And as I'm, just making up this mixtape idea, this thing we're doing, I'm inviting you to be a part of it. I'm like, what the fuck do I play next? And I gotta tell you, In any other day, it may have been deicide. Because, motherfucker, I bought this record. And I haven't listened to it yet. But, as I'm flipping through Motley Crue right there. That's perfect. I'm on my way, man. You get through it, you do. I get through it. Andre will get through it. Sophia will get through it. It's what we do. And you will too. Keep fighting, man. You live for the fight when that's all that you've got. A very, very smart person said that once upon a time. I now know what other song needs to be on this. This is the first request by Fossil Hunter, by Hannah. I can only speak for myself, but I feel like I have a special bond with her. I like you a lot. I can tell you exactly where that's, where it is that for me I kind of recognized this, she's nice. When I was at my lowest a while ago after San Francisco, worried about a bunch of things. I wasn't going through a very good time. You remember how I talked to you always about the come down? The come down. And she wrote to me and she texted me and she said nice things that got me through, even if I wasn't able to answer back. And I've said all along that once you go through the entire thing and you have it in your rearview mirror, that's where it is that you really start appreciating what happened. For now, it's now. We're working on it now. It's happening now. So, when she had a bad time, I made sure I did exactly the same fucking thing. It's like, bitch, I don't give a fuck what's going on in your head. I understand and I empathize, but you're going to know that there's someone here. At least you're going to know that there's someone here. And that my dumbass is going to be on the radio at the same time, at the same place. And you can tune in and you can be anonymous, But don't fucking isolate yourself. Don't. It's not good. It's not good. So, you need your bubble. But don't isolate yourself. That's not good for you. So I have my bubble. I turned off Zoom because I gotta focus on this. I gotta focus on. I can't. I just can't right now. Alone is what I need. On the other hand, we're doing this thing. Did somebody just put up cringe? Yeah, dude, I specialize in it. Jesus Christ. So, you did something nice, And, if you're going to put in a song, I know that you're going to put in a good one, and I wouldn't have even thought of it. But I'm glad you thought of it, Hannah, and I'm pretty sure if I know myself at all, I'll remember. Because there's kind of, this is a song I've heard on the radio since forever, so that's usually not the one that you go to. But I think you just gave me a reason to go to it. So, thanks for sharing your request. Thanks for adding a personal part of yourself to this soundtrack.
I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way. I've seen all good people turn their heads each day, so satisfied I'm on my way.
Hey, if somebody can keep track of this, if you can keep some kind of document of all the songs in order, I'd appreciate it. Like, make the actual document so that I can take copy and paste after. It helps a lot.
Make the yourself, move on back to squares. Send an instant comment to me, initial it with loving care yourself. 'Cause it's time with your time, and this news is captured for the Queen to
It's a good one. See? What makes it better is that if I had to make my own mixtape and actually put thought into it, that wouldn't have been one of the songs. Not because I don't think it's worthy, but because my mind wouldn't go there. It just wouldn't. So sometimes, the classic groaner winds up being kind of perfect. I appreciate you, Hannah. You know this. I know that you know this. I know my family loves you, and I know that Sophia's asked about you. I like her. She seems cool. I like her hair. And you probably remember yourself as a 16-year-old kid. Having the right people around you is big, you know? My kid's confidence is being put together, and in the end, you know, my daughter asked straight out for Uma, which made me incredibly happy. And Fossil Hunter, you know, I talk about you all the time, so she kind of knows what you mean to me. My wife knows what she means to me. One thing that I'm always really grateful for to Andre, why we're in this together and it's hard, you know? Thank you for your message, the monster. $1. That's what I'm talking about. That matters, you know, brother, because you just gave me a message. Okay? Yeah, Hannah's good people, dude. Hannah's good people. I'm going to take the time to read all of your messages, by the way, and I'm going to, I think as much as possible, I think I will maybe put your messages up, okay? It means it. It means something to me. So as much as possible, I'd like to not take shortcuts and try to get through this because I'm seeing a lot of requests and it's kind of blowing me away in the best possible way. In the best possible way. And all of a sudden I realize that I can kind of like have a message for you guys too. You know, so I've always said that music is medicine. Music's medicine. Music's fucking medicine, man. So, thanks for giving me my medicine, alright? Fucking Pizza Boy, you sent one too. That's gonna be good. Thank you, Pizza Boy. I'll get to all of them, okay? There's no hurry here. Anyone dig our vibe? Want to be part of this family? I'm good with you listening to the show for free, but this chat room and this experience is for the family. This is the family. If you think that you'd like to be a part of this family, then I invite you to be a part of this family. You could become a patron for as little as $2 or $5 a month, whatever you can afford. The point is that you want to be here. And you're not just some random passerby that's taking it. Every time we get together, it's like a family reunion. Well, you bring something to the table. If all you bring to the table is $2 or $5 a month, that's okay. But you got to bring something to the table. That's how my family operates. So, I'm not trying to grow my channel. I'm trying to have an amazing family. It's not a million poor people that's going to make that shit happen, you know? It's a deeply personal experience for me. Music is a very deeply personal experience for me. Every one of these songs means a lot to me, and I'm not going to forget them. And you're probably going to hear about them on the show over and over again. The next one comes from Kevin Ham. Kevin, I need your username, please. You bring $2 and baked beans, dude. That works. Understand, that works. If everybody in the family does their tiny little part, and everybody understands the concept of that, the family moves forward. Everybody according to what they can do, to what they're good at doing. You know what I'm saying? You don't put demands. You let people be who they are. You let the family be the family. On the other hand, I do not fucking tolerate garbage in my family. I don't. And I try to live up to it and not just say it, but do it as much as possible. So, having you guys around, if you have any respect for me or how I think, then fucking tap yourself on the back, because I'm massively happy to have you as part of this family. Yeah. Even you, Mud. Yeah, even you, Foster. Some of you need to hear it more than others. You, Roxy. Some of you need to hear it more than others. Darnsey. Let's see what kind of a night we can make. Want people to be in on this? If you think this is special, invite people to join us. I think there's enough for everybody. Any guests that are worth staying and worth even considering as a patron will understand this, appreciate it, and respect it. That's what I'm looking for, man. Nothing more. Kevin Ham. Who the fuck is Kevin Ham? Can somebody please tell me who Kevin Ham is? Puerco Dio. You had nice things to say. Okay? This next song from television, Marquee Moon. Is one of my favorites when I am processing shit. I'm trying to give you credit for your song, Kevin Ham. As I put all of this information into the title. Thank you for Blue Letter Films. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Blue Letter Films. Okay, I just got to be able to put those things together. Dude, you're new here, okay? But it's pretty clear that you found your spot. I know you found your spot. It feels right. You got on a couple of times on Zoom with your wife. I like this. We like this. Your wife may one day want to be a part of this too. She'd be welcome. Would she be obligated? Fuck no. She'd be welcome. I think what we do here is special, and I'm glad that you get it. And I appreciate you putting a song on this soundtrack. And yeah, man. The experiences are all good up to now, and I thank you for that. Here's some television.
fascinating. Well, a Cadillac, it pulled out of the graveyard.
Hey, Blue Letter Films. Thanks for putting that in there for me. I wouldn't have thought of that at all. But I know the song, of course, and I never really paid attention to the words. And you put a television album in a different context on a mixtape that has a certain meaning. So I appreciate that. I do. It's been cool having you around, man. I know when I come across the good ones, you feel it. You feel it. We're doing something special here, aren't we? Something special is happening, I think. We'll sort it out later. Something special it feels special. Because I feel that all of these requests that you're putting in right now are for me. Because you all know exactly how much meaning I put on this kind of thing. My entire show, everything that we do here is based upon the fact that there is meaning to these songs. They are the soundtrack of our lives. And I don't care if anybody turns up at my funeral, because I don't think that's going to be a big deal. But you guys turn up when it matters, you know? So, some of you here for a while, some of you not. You're all appreciated, man. And for those of you who don't say much, you're appreciated too. For those of you who don't say much and aren't patrons, you're appreciated too. I'm serious. If it's your time, you'll become a patron, man. I believe this. I'm a fool that way. I'm a fool to want you. Pity me, I need you. I guess that song belongs now, right? I'm going to update the list. This next one is Foster. Songs Ohio. He, hold on, let me get your titles in there, Foster. I want to do this right. I'm going to put up his message so that we can read it. And then I'm going to say my message. I think that's what I'm going to do with this mixtape. Make it deeply personal. In the best, most honest way that I can. So as much as you try to make it a tribute to me, I'd like to make it maybe a tribute to our relationship, which is why the mixtape has meaning. How's that? Let me read through these comments a little bit. I haven't done it in a while, so I may have lost a bunch of them. I haven't been able to keep up with your comments, man. But I just put up the window. There you go. It's great here. I may say some stupid shit every once in a while, but you're not judged. Not in chat anyway. No, dude. If we put up with you, you're good. You know? I don't stand for no bullshit. I don't, man. I don't need it. The reason this feels good is because I know I know what I have around me right now. That's why this feels good. That's why this is special. That's why this is happening, and it feels like, I mean, my hippie brain feels I think I'm an empath. I feel people pretty strongly. I think that's what it is that allows me to pick good people too. And I've met a bunch of you here online, but the thing is that my most satisfying experience has been so far in the 2 trips that we've done, and obviously with Nelson before the trips came along, is meeting you, spending time with you, having a drink with you, going record shopping with you, and feeling that exact same energy and knowing, you know what, I absolutely know why I have this person in my life. Like, I know. So I haven't met you yet, Foster, but I know why I got you in my life. And the only thing that I can say to you, as I put up your message, I think I did already. Did I put up your message? Let me read it. I'm guessing that this is one of the lyrics, but you are not helpless. Try to beat it and live through spaces. Loneliness has always been a light for me in my worst times. Love you, dude. I wish more than anything that you'd be better to yourself. I wish that you saw what I see in you. I'm serious. You're fucking awesome. You're a good dude, man. You're hard on yourself. You gotta go easy on yourself. You're a good dude. I'm telling you, man, I don't waste time. I don't waste time. But I feel you, you understand? And yeah, my space is your space. My space is your safe space, dude. I'm good with this. I want this. And I'm glad, because you're awesome. And you got some pretty killer taste. Like, you really have killer taste. And please know that I also know that I forgot your tune for the Sophia mixtape. And I wanted to say it's an oversight. Please don't take that personally. Even what's happening right now, I'm sure that I'm super behind on requests and all this because I'm doing it the way I'm doing it and because it's a deep experience, you know? So, I'm sorry that I forgot. That doesn't mean that it's because you weren't. It's because there were 1,000 different things and 1,000 different things happening. And you know what? If anything, knowing you, that you take everything bad the way you do, my message to you would be, I wish, like, it bugs me that it happened. It bugs me enough that I've thought about it. So I just want you to know that I've actually thought about it. Why? Because I consider you. Because I understand you putting a song on my daughter's mixtape, and it will be on that mixtape. But be good to yourself, dude. You're a good dude. You're a good dude. Maybe you need to hear it, but you're a good dude. All right. Here's your song. Thank you so much for putting it on my mixtape.
his past. His wings stripped by thunder, but the storms keep coming back. Singing birds in sickness sing the same blues song. When they fell out of the emptiness, they must have brought along space is loneliness. feeling so good, hiding it. Even he does not admit it. That glittering flash in his eyes makes it look like he might be alright. But if the blues are your hunter, you will come face to face that darkness and desolation, and the endless, 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 endless depression. But you are not helpless. You are not helpless. Try to beat it. Try to beat it. And live through space's loneliness, and live through space's loneliness. You are not helpless. You are not helpless. I'll help you to try to beat it. I'll help you try to beat it. I'll help you try to beat it. I'll help you try to beat it.
Well, guess what, Foster? That's on perhaps the most important mixtape of my life. So thanks, man. I remember these things. All right. Minerva, Fox Mulder. I'm trying to get all of your information over here because I'm putting one up. I'm looking at all of these, taking the time to read all of your comments, get your requests, and put a little bit of thought into whatever it is that I gotta say, because to me your requests are something that you're requesting towards something that feels special. And I appreciate that some of you caught it. Some of you have that, Please understand also that I am pretty damn cool with the fact that some of you don't have a lot of bucks. I always say do what you can, that's it. And you do when you can, you do. That's it. That's got to be enough. If you have and you don't do, I'm not sure, you know? That's not the way I live. So, thanks for all of your kind words. I see him. It's appreciated. The Monster. This too shall pass, brother. Until then, we got you. Thank you, the Monster. I appreciate it. Vice virtue. It's best not to be too moral. You cheat yourself out of too much life. Aim above morality. You apply that to life, then you're bound to live life fully. Yeah. Spend your time thinking about what matters to you and stay committed to living by that. It's what I do. So thanks for the message, you know. I spot it. What do we have? Something off House of Wax, a Deftones tune. I don't know you very well, but I appreciate the fact that you're putting a tune on my mixtape. And Fox Mulder, it seems like you were around maybe, and then you weren't around, and then you came back type of thing, which is fine. I mean, listen, that seems to be my thing. You're kind of new. I appreciate that you're here. I've seen you here. I saw you here over the last while, and I'm glad that you dig it. You know? Nice to have you part of this thing. And I hope it gives you something that you value. How's that? I appreciate you requesting Minerva from the Deftones. Learn how to do the fucking format properly so I don't have to edit the fuck out of your thing. You understand? Help me help you. Fox Mulder. One of the most life-affirming tracks I know. It means a lot to me. We Got You, Sam. Thank you so much, Fox Mulder. I appreciate it. It's going to be a rough queue. I'm actually putting a little bit of thought into the order that I'm placing these songs in. I'm putting thought into who sent them. I'm being mindful of the whole thing. Not in an academic sense and not in a memory sense. In an experiential manner. I'm opening myself up completely to the experience so that I may experience it as fully as I possibly can. I'm allowing the world to do right by me. I'm allowing, I don't know. Instead of closing up, you open up. Does that make any sense? Damn, Sam, you're a weirdo. Yeah, maybe. Guess what, man? Could be a weirdo to you, but I can't worry about what you think. I gotta live right by what I think. I gotta live right by my experience. And yeah, I guess you're right. My experience is weird. But someone who uses the word like weird basically is just telling you that they're resistant almost to just the fact that you're different than them. That's basically what weird is. Different. That's all. So, you can't hate yourself for it. You have to be you, man. Am I talking too much? I'm going into myself, you know. I'm doing radio. Trucker, for the record, I was supposed to... Now I can see your comments, so I will be following up, okay? For the record, I was supposed to go out on a date tonight, but I had an absolutely debilitating tension headache earlier that laid me on my ass. So vegging on the couch with my pup, listening to this music with everyone has been uber therapeutic. I'm happy that that's the case, dude. You're coming up. You're coming up. No future. No, dude. You gotta change your fucking name, man. Remove that shit from your name. You're Foster or just something else. You don't do that. I don't like seeing that. Don't do that to yourself. You gotta change your name. Your words always mean more than I'm able to express, Sam. Don't worry about a lost tune. I'm not sure I even managed to get a request through the other day. Yeah, you did, dude. but there were like 130 songs the other day, and there seemed to be a lot too. So, but I'm kind of slowing it down. Blue Letter Films. I'm just taking some time to read your comments, okay? I was supposed to be in New York City seeing Rage and Run the Jewels. God damn, but you had to cancel the trip at the last minute. So this is your therapy. Yeah, dude. I promise I'm not taking it badly that I'm second to RTJ and Rage Against the Machine. That's a show I'd love to go to also. If anything, this is the one time where I'm kind of regretful of the fact that, yeah, I can't afford to go to concerts, man. I can't afford to go to concerts. It's too expensive for me. I'm not going to say that they should charge less, because no, the realities are what the realities are, and the bands have to make their living, and fine, I accept that that's the case. There's no point fighting it, but it's become so I can't afford it. I would like, probably, if I have the chance in my lifetime, for the last expensive concert I do to be Cher. I think I got to see Cher at some point. And I know that I got to deal with all the bullshit of having to probably do it in Las Vegas. It's going to be expensive. I know that. But maybe you guys want to do it with me? Who would come to Cher with me? Because, Las Vegas could be fun if we plan it properly. Good on you for knowing when to take care of yourself and not to put a lesser version of yourself on display. Drive-by trucker. Say Molina, probably the artist I'd say means the absolute most to me ever. Foster, yeah. I don't know if anybody's keeping track of the playlist, man, but if you can, it'd be great. There's not too many tunes to catch up to because I've been talking a lot. All right. I think you guys are talking about music. So that's a good sign. Kevin Cousins. Hey, dude. Old ass patron. Hey, are you still a patron, Kevin? I ask with respect. I don't, We've lost patrons. I'm okay with it. I'm telling you, I'm totally okay with it. The real ones stick. That's the family. That's the real thing. So as we were blowing the thing up and everybody saw this guy with this personality and they made him catch up and they caught, OK Computer and Old Man Listens to Whatever it is, there's the whole internet of that whole aspect that happened. So things blow up and then they contract, and what's left is the good shit. Any saucier knows that. You got to reduce. That's how you get to the good shit. That's how you make a good sauce. Have I told you? I've told you you're the sauce. You're the sauce. So, I hope you're still part of this. If you're not, listen, I welcome you to come be part of it. Straight up, dude. Straight the fuck up. Am I upset that, you left or anyone left? I'm not upset. Nah, man, I'm not fucking upset. I'm not upset. I'm good with it. The ones that stick around want to be here. The real ones want to be here, but that's what we do here. What we do is real. The music is part of it. The radio show part of it is absolutely part of it, but there's more, isn't there? The first track I played was a Tool track. The second track I played was Motley Crue, Home Sweet Home. I believe the third track I played was Yes. What came after Yes? I don't know. Songs Ohio, and I think we're up to date. Could that be? I got some drive-by trucker tunes that I'm kind of hanging on to for a bit. I'm trying to find the right order for this stuff. I got one by Chris. I got Pizza Boy. I'm hanging on to that for a bit. I got Red Savage. Red Savage, you're going to fit in at the right spot. I can tell you that. It's a good tune. Are there any other songs you'd like to add to this fucking mixtape that, quite frankly, I would rather didn't happen? I would... Nobody wants the bad shit to happen to them. So... But the mixtape is the lemonade, you know? So it looks like Kyle Uber just made sure that the Beatles get added to this. I'm actually asking purposefully here, okay? Is the talking that I'm doing taking away? I kind of feel like I need it. I feel like being able to talk to you guys gives us a close feeling, you know? Whatever it is that you're going through at home, I don't know what it is. It doesn't matter. I know I can't help you with it either. I know it's your fucking cross. You understand? You can't take my circumstances from me. You can't. You can't take it. But what you could do is you can lay it on your radio. And you can still exist and be there and still be kept company, still have a voice keeping you company because you need it. I'm happy to keep you company. You're keeping me company. You're keeping me company during the most difficult times of my life. This is certainly one of the more challenging, certainly as a father, this is the most challenging time of my life. Probably as a husband as well. It's an extremely challenging time. I'm trying real fucking hard to be a good person. I'm trying real hard to be the type of human that I'm proud of. And I'm not perfect. I'm not going to bat 1,000. I've made mistakes. But I'm going to get as close. I'm going to make sure that I do as well as I do during this particular fucking series. Because I plan to sweep this motherfucking series. That's all you could do, man. All you could do is be 100% of what you are already and accept the fact that it gets messy and that it's not perfect. You know? I'm happy to have you guys here. Old members. Come be a part of it. If you find it, like if you get it and you didn't get it at the beginning and you're getting it now, that's fine by me. Come join it. Like seriously, come join it. Oh, I'm going to be batting better than 300. I'm looking to bat maybe 500, 600. I think I can bat 600. Get a tune. What fits this vibe that we're doing right now? How do you describe it? I mean, to be honest, I don't even know how many people we're fucking talking to either because I haven't paid attention. 53 of us. Okay, so what we usually see. Let me play you another tune, okay? Fox Mulder, I think you're up. Thanks for contributing towards this mixtape, dude. Here's your tune. Here we go. Oof. Thanks, guys. I'm trying to be on top of everything. It's fucking weird. I like the fact that I'm in a routine and somehow I'm vulnerable, but somehow I don't feel that weak. Does that make sense? I don't feel weak. I'm a tough motherfucker. I'm telling you, I'm a tough motherfucker. So, I know how to handle emergencies. I know how to handle the tougher stuff. But there's a come down that happens. And, believe it or don't, this is the come down. Right now, this is the come down. And this mixtape is kind of changing that in a fucking hurry. The music part of what's happened this week is something I know that I'm going to cherish. I can't wait until I can finally savor it properly. Because as this entire thing happened, unfolded, and we're still going through, you feel helpless. I mean, look, for those of you who don't know, my 16-year-old daughter, Sophia, was frauded of all her money, $940. It's the money that she earned on her very first job. This was literally her very first pays ever in life. And she had it stolen. She got taken advantage of. Her innocence got taken advantage of. She's a sucker. She's green. But I mean, at 16 years old, you're supposed to be green. You're supposed to be a sucker. So it hurt my heart that the beauty that she has inside was taken advantage of. Like it really, it's terrible. So I'm usually off Monday and Tuesday. And I don't remember when I got on. I think it was the Tuesday that I got on. The Monday we were still like fucking elbow deep, neck deep in it. We're not elbow deep. We're not neck deep anymore. Maybe we're elbow deep now. I don't know. Armpits, how's that? So I didn't know what to do with myself. I didn't know what to do with the situation. You want to be able to fix the situation. It's not about recovering the $940, not at all. It's about the fact that it was her first money. This was supposed to teach her responsibility. It was supposed to be her pride, her moment of pride, earning her first $1,000 so that she can take her driver's license and take her test. And she had it stolen from her at $940. She was literally right fucking there, across the line. We were all so proud of her, and somebody somebody took advantage of her trust, took advantage of her naivety. So I thought I usually don't work on Tuesday, but I'm gonna go fucking crazy if I don't. So why don't I just work, take requests, and whatever it is that I earn, I'll give to my daughter. And it became a mixtape. We Got You, Sophia. It became a mixtape. It became a mixtape that Pizza Boy put together for us. Love wins. Things are all fucked up, and here we are, Mixtape Thursday, and it winds up being the mixtape that I know is going to happen, whether we do it with purpose like we're doing it, or it just happens. I know that there's going to be a mixtape for this entire experience for me. So why don't we just make a mixtape of it? And I was going to just play stuff for me, but if you'd like to be the soundtrack of this experience of my life right now, and I invite you to add a tune to the mixtape. How's that? Oh, and you should also know, this is really beautifully mind-blowing, but that mixtape had 130 songs on it, and we raised $2,070. We raised $2,070 motherfucking dollars. And my daughter's getting every penny of it, of course. Of course, of course. I'm not giving it to her now. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm really proud of her. Like, I'm so fucking proud of her because the things that she's doing tells me she's going to be okay. Some of the things that she said that tells me, that gives me, that tells me that Andre and I did right by her. Some of the thoughts that she's expressed are, she's got problems too. That's empathy, man. Empathy for somebody who just stole from you. Don't let that, keep that empathy, but don't let people take advantage of it. You're young, you need to learn. You'll learn. You'll learn. This will teach you, but you got to learn positively. That's okay. So, we're going to get her some therapy. Some of, we got some stuff to do here. Let the police do what they do. And we get through the trauma. Like I said, was any of this life or death? No, it isn't. But it's a trauma. It's a trauma for all of us. And whether I like it or not, the most difficult times of my life have always been soundtracked by music, always. So this is one of the difficult times of my life. So, I'm making this soundtrack, but I don't really have a fucking choice. I have to make this soundtrack, So, yeah, Rachel knows. Rachel is a mom of 2 kids, Sophia. Listen to what she said. Just, you build that armor up. That armor, you don't grow up with it. You build it up. And bad experiences teaches you. And what you learn is, who do you rely on? You don't rely on everybody. You don't trust on everybody. The people who are around you and support you and love you, they're there because they got your back. You don't just let anybody into your life. You choose the people that are in your life, and you choose good people. Fuck having a lot of friends. Fuck that. You don't want a lot of friends. You want good friends. And nobody becomes a good friend the day you meet them. That doesn't exist. You can have a good experience, but that's not a good friend. It means you had a positive experience. You find out what people are during the shit. And the experience that you have with people happens over time. Over experiences. So you don't need to let anybody else in. You got 5 friends? Kid, can you do me a favor? Can you guys do me a favor? Because the kid's listening. Do me a favor, okay? Sophia's 16 years old. She's got 5 friends. 5 people that she really thinks are her good friends. Tell me what you think of that. Bitch, you know how fucking good it is to have 5 friends? You don't need more than 5 fucking friends. What do you want? Do you want real friends or do you want popularity? Fuck popularity. Fuck that shit. Popular for what? Fuck that. So I get to take all of this and I get to be dad on a show with this other family of choice. And I talk about you guys. I tell them, look, Andre, Sophia, believe it or not. Fuck. This is family. These people, I chose them. You met some of these people and they came. You saw that they were good people. So much so that she mentions them. Yeah, that's because I chose them, kid. You think I just chose them overnight? I got to know them and over, the next day they come to the house? Nah, man. I built a relationship of trust before I went there. So you shouldn't be surprised that when they came over here and we had a barbecue together, they were all good people. That's right. Because I've known them long enough to know that if they weren't good people, I'd find it out. I'd see it. But you got to give yourself the time to catch that. You don't just create instant bonds. They don't exist. Don't do that. As a kid, that's probably the best way that you can keep yourself away from getting hurt. Don't create instant bonds. It's not... You see what friendship is over long term. When things go hard and when things go good. You don't let people into your bubble. Your bubble is yours. That's your protection. You don't let anybody fuck with your protection. I had asked her if she wants some kind of self-defense or something like that. And she thought, yes, enthusiastically. So, that's amazing. Yeah. Boxing, fucking right. Boxing. Kickboxing, fucking right. Good choices. These are good choices. Because you learn how to defend yourself, you keep yourself fit, it gives you a certain amount of confidence, and you know what? You learn what it is to get punched in the face, and that's not a bad fucking thing to know. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing for a young lady developing her character to have. I am so fucking on with it. You know? And I mean, when are you supposed to do this? You're supposed to do this when you're young and you're building your character and you're building your self-confidence. So yeah, you know, she's got the support system. She does. Considering how this mixtape has gone, this becoming the mixtape to my personal experience and the story that I'll have, and a kind of interesting dynamic where you are part of the family I'm experiencing this with. You know, this mixtape carries meaning. Chris, I'm happy you're around. Chris 333. Chris, you've been around for a while. When I met you in San Francisco, I got the feeling that you're fucking crazy and a gentle ass soul. You have a smile on your face a lot. I like it, I do. You're a gentle ass fucking soul. And you're kind. I think that's what it is that I need around me. You gave me a ton of records, you know, in San Francisco. And I'm always kind of amazed when people do that. It's like, why the fuck are you guys doing this, man? It's like, you don't need to do this. And especially when I know that people are on a budget and stuff, it's like, it's overwhelming. It's beautiful because I know that you want to add it to the archive, so it's beautiful. I don't take it for granted, not even for a second. But there's kind of like a part of me is like, you know, you don't have to go out of your way. You don't. But you guys do, and you're kind of like that, man. You brought a fuckload of records. And like, good shit. This guy gives me fucking... I think I have every Death Grips record now because of him. I got more King Gizzard records. Now, I'm going to tell you this, not because... I'm going to tell you this, and I don't know if you knew Chris, okay? And I want you to know that I'd be 1,000% down with giving you your record back. But you gave me a $100 record. That King Gizzard record you gave me is some kind of a special edition, and it's selling for like $100 to these fucking King Giz heads. And I'm telling you that just because I put it in. Next time we see each other, I'm happy to give that back to you. You don't need to do that. You know? On the other hand, Panda's not wrong. True friends give you King Gizzard records. It's become to the point where I have so many fucking King Gizzard records. I have to. Oh fuck, what's where? You know? Yeah, I got a lot of King Gizzard records. I don't have the live ones though. So yeah, lots of talking, right? I got your requests here. Let me take a look at your requests. Let me take a look at your comments, and then I'm gonna play some music. What am I playing? Oh fuck, I'm playing King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. That's some decent ass music coming. We got some fucking Tommy Guerrero by Tiangua. Thanks so much for putting that. I don't even need to know the song, Tiangua. All I gotta know is I know you and I know Tommy Guerrero. I'll get to you. Kyle Uber, The Beatles, beautiful. Was there anything else? Float Along, Fill Your Lungs. I think that the title is put in. Throw these in wherever they fit. We got some King Woman, Idols, and Samaritans. Samaritans? No, Samaritans is the name of the song. King Woman, oh, two songs. Okay, anyway, we'll take a look at all of that. I'll look at all your titles. You guys, it might, like, you know, I'll slow it down type of thing because I want to communicate honestly with you. Thanks for your tune, Chris. You're a good dude, man. You're a good dude. Take care of what's up here, man. Take care of your brain. Take care of your thoughts. Try to stay organized. Because, your smile is fucking awesome. It really is.
tune, would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Is it worrying to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Get high with a little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just need someone to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends. With a little help from my friends.
All right. Yeah, I'm queuing up bad. I'm trying to keep up with titles and requests, so I can write them down, but I don't think I'm going to be able to keep that up. There's too much going on in my head. So I'm distracted, for sure. Good stuff, though, going on. Amazing, It's kind of, I know the positive shit that's going on around me right now. It's the armor's still on, but it's sort of beginning to come through. We've all had an extra day to process it here. I slept for like fucking 14 hours. And here we are. Strange times. I see your request, Makotak. I'm putting that shit up for you. I'm going to take at least a moment to put your requests in and read your messages. I want to read your messages. Tiangwa, thanks for this community. Thank you for letting us lend a hand to one another. You're welcome, Tiangwa. This is big growth for me too, Jordan. I don't usually allow people in, so it's kind of like a little bit of a new thing too, to let somebody do something for you, without hustling it. Without having, and nothing against the hustle at all, of course not. Everybody has to, but knowing that you got these people, allowing yourself to feel that other people have your back. In order to do that, that means you kind of got to let go of the control a little bit. You have to, you got to take off the fucking autopilot, or you got to fucking take your hands off the driving wheel and let somebody drive you. I don't know about you, but, I like being driven sometimes. It's nice. Feels like you passed the boss, it's just, you're able to take your head off the responsibility. Jordan, I saw you become a dad, man. You send me pictures of your daughter Almond. You made Almond a patron. Well, you think I forgot? I didn't forget that. Earlier in the week, you wanted me to turn Zoom on because you wanted me to see Almond, because you knew that that would make me happy. I wasn't able to do that. I wasn't able to get on Zoom at all. But the fact that you expressed that kind of tells me that you understand. And I love the manner in which you share your life with me. And we will meet. It's a matter of when. But we will meet. Are you able to make the trip to California? Because if you are, you know you're welcome. You know? I'm glad that you're on this mixtape. I'm going to get to some Joni Mitchell. I feel like your kid's uncle. There's a certain pride to knowing, knowing you well enough to know that we connect over music and that family matters to you. To have been around with your kid and still being her. She's not even 1 yet. We're going to celebrate her first birthday together. You made her a patron almost the day she was born. What, you think I don't think that's amazing? I think that's amazing, 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 amazing. Because it's not for the money. It's the gesture. You know that I know when you're on, and when you're on, I think he might be with the kid. So I know that she's listening. I know that I'm soundtracking some of the earliest moments of her life. I know that. God damn, is it a joy to me. That's my joy, man. That's the shit that matters to me. Not the money, man. Money just allows me to have a certain amount of security, because you got to take care of yourself. You got to take care of the bills. That's it. That's what that's about. Once I have that, doesn't matter. Mulder says you've witnessed me become a lot softer in the best way since I got here. Yeah, thanks, dude, and I've earned your respect. Thank you. Please understand, however, though, that when I was starting this community, think about the fucking field of people I was taking from. A bunch of people coming in from everywhere. Please understand what my motive was from the very beginning, and now you're seeing the motive because you're here. Okay? I would not be a very good Anthony Fantoma. I wouldn't. That's not me. He's more popular than I could ever be, and he works way... He earns everything. I love that dude. He has my absolute respect. Really, he does. But I'm not the viral kind of guy, man. I don't want that shit. I don't want it. So I wanted to build a family. I wanted to build a community and do it properly. So when you're taking from a bunch of people, what you do is you throw out a bunch of things which will attract and repulse. And that's okay. Because that's the first fucking layer of sifting. That's where you get the boulders out of the way, you understand? Don't think I knew what I was doing. So what you do is, you throw it out there. Sure, it's entertaining, but you get that gone. Those people, you throw them out immediately. And that's where the rough parts come in. Get past the fact that I just told you to go fuck yourself. Especially if you deserve it. If you can't handle that, this isn't for you. I don't want you here. What, I have to start watching my fucking words? I'd rather make a mistake. Fuck. So I can't be fake. I don't want to be. I think I'm a good person, but I'm flawed. Once you get the boulders out of the way, you let time pass. You let experience pass. You listen to music, you get to know each other. You get on a plane and you meet some of them. 24 people show up. And it's fucking magic. And there are some people that you kind of had a relationship with. On a more personal level. That you meet them and you realize, yeah, motherfucker, I get this. And that's like Trucker, I'm getting to you. But goddamn, if you're not Chubbs, fucking Uma, just all of you, man. So the virality of being the fucking popular guy on YouTube because of the YouTube video, he cried on fucking Radiohead, and he tried, all of that goes away. People drop off. And what winds up happening? You wind up being able to be just who you are a lot more, because the people that don't drop off are the ones that I've been boiling down to the whole fucking time. I'm serious. I've been boiling this down the whole fucking time. See who leaves, who does. I'm okay with it, all of it. That's the way it is that you make the fucking sauce. You gotta boil it down. What's left is fucking killer. So, this is design, man. And then you go through a terrible experience for yourself, and you see that it comes back to you. Guess what? If it didn't come back to me, you know what? I didn't do it properly, did I? I mean it. But I see what's coming back. I mean, I see the songs, I see the messages, I'm going to read all of it. I'm like totally not taking my time because it's just, it's healing me right now. It's fucking healing me right now. It's, I wouldn't wish this upon anyone. I don't wish pain upon people, man. I don't want that. You know? The funny thing about doing this kind of thing, too, is that the people who don't like me, probably happy to see this. Good. Fuck him. Suffer. So what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to harbor some kind of resentment for that? Fuck no. If that's what you feel at a time like this, then you're the kind of person who kicks a person when they're down. So it's good that you're on your way and I'm on mine. You follow what I'm saying? So I choose right. Over time, man, I'm telling you, it comes out in the fucking wash. It does. If you're a prick, I'll know. I'm telling you, eventually. You know? And over time, you do build a family because you guys feel like you're protecting your own damn thing too. You understand the integrity of it, and you don't want garbage here either. So before you know it, all the time that you spend weeding your garden, you know what winds up happening at that time? Once the weeds are gone, the garden, the good shit starts growing. And you don't have to spend as much time weeding anymore. So you get to spend time doing other things. So I get to relax. You get to see a softer side. Yeah. Do I want to be the crazy guy all the time? When I feel like it, sure. But I don't feel like putting it on. Fuck no. But you know it's good for the channel. Okay, well good. It's good for the fucking channel. Fuck no. I am not going to be a puppet on a motherfucking string. I'm going to do this with my heart. I'm going to try to put everything that I have into this family and into this soundtrack that we built together, and it's unique and I love it. Zippy 9000, I have no fucking idea who you are, but in the long run, no one gets away with anything. You're right. Are you a patron or a guest? I think you're a guest. You're welcome here. Listen, you're absolutely welcome here. If you like it, you'll become a patron eventually. You can join what we do. And if you really like it, you're going to wind up staying. You're not going to leave after a few months because it's not for you. And if you leave after a few months, that's real cool too. I'm good, Ben. I'm boiling that shit down. That's the way it's done. So, you know, I talk a lot, don't I? We got some Aretha coming in. God damn. Miss October. Alright, I'm going to get to you soon too. The reason a lot of this is taking time is because specifically with all the talking, I guess. But I think that that's a good thing. Because it's a personal experience. A personal experience makes for a personal mixtape. Piangua. You and me, motherfucker. We got some food to eat, you and me. Hot sauce, absolutely. I tell myself that I'm probably going to wind up somewhere near you at some point. Because I want to be a part of your orbit. When I went and see Michael and his family, it's because I wanted to be a part of their orbit. I wanted to feel their family. I wanted, I feel a part of that family in that way, kind of thing. Just you're part of that orbit, and I like your orbit. Motherfucker, you live in the boogie down Bronx. I mean, shit. That's fucking beautiful, And you know the good shit. He's one of the guys here who knew Tommy Guerrero before I started playing a ton of Tommy Guerrero. The fucker knew. Thanks so much for adding this, dude. This is right. I don't care what tune, I didn't even check. It's Tommy Guerrero. I know what you did. You got it right. Tommy Guerrero somehow captures our friendship too. I'm not sure what that means, Jordan, but it somehow captures our friendship. Oops. There we go. dude. When I listen to these tunes, I kind of imagine vibing. I know what Tiangua looks like, you know? He's hung out on Zoom. So I can kind of imagine like vibing with the dude. Kid or not, but I can imagine vibing with him. So. Was it supposed to be the song before that? Okay, well, I'll play the song before that. I have no problem having two Tommy Guerrero songs, dude. I got this, you know? I think you guys are going to like you're going to like the soundtrack, too. It's going to be nice talking to all of you. I'm going to be talking to Sean, drive-by trucker, soon enough. Red Savage, where are you? I see you around here. I can't say that I know you well, but I know that I'm always happy when you're around. I get to know you guys through conversations and through music. Obviously, if we've met, then I get that much closer, you know? You put your time in and, you know, you develop bonds type of thing, but I know that you give a shit enough to put something here that's personal, and that means something, and I'm glad that you're around, man. I've seen you more around lately. But I'm happy when you're here, and you're giving me a Joni Mitchell song is your contribution to this. That's a good contribution. A few years ago, I wouldn't have understood it as much as I understand it now. So I understand the magic of Joni Mitchell now, and I know that it's going to kind of make me heal inside every fucking time it plays on this mixtape. It's thanks for bringing that magic, you know? Your message was much love to you, Sam. This record has always been healing for me. Court and Spark is what we're going to be hearing. Car on a Hill is the song we're going to be hearing from Court and Spark, and then we got our man. Then I got a few other tunes to queue up.
I've been sitting up waiting for my sugar to show. I've been listening to the sirens and the radio. He said he'd be over 3 hours ago. I've been waiting for his car on the hill. He makes friends easy, he's not like me. I watch for judgment anxiously. Now where in the city can that boy be? Waiting for a car, climbing the hill.
Yeah, man. Feels right to have a Joni Mitchell song. Old Fart Sam is beginning to understand that a whole lot more, you know? So much respect for her, too. After she had her stroke, I mean, you have your stroke, basically parts of your brain are erased. So she had to teach herself how to play guitar again, and she did. That's not a badass. I don't know what is, man. I know what my definition is of badass, and Joni Mitchell fits extremely, very, very squarely in that category. And we got some Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young coming from Rachel. And it would fit perfectly right here. Do I play it now? Yeah. Let me play it now, Rachel. Maniac. It fits too. You'll see why. And it's easy to cue way too. I had no idea who the fuck this broad was in March. I fucking laugh sometimes. No idea who she was. She just fucking kind of like burst out. I knew Tobias. And even then, I didn't have a personal relationship with him. We knew each other through music, and he had just sent his first box of records. So it's kind of like over that box of records that we started like forming bonds and having shit to talk about. And then he comes to the fucking, he comes to the get together in San Francisco. He brings his family. So yeah, you know, we're gonna make a family thing of it. I never met his wife. I told him, listen, it's patrons only. So she becomes a patron, but she becomes a patron. It's like just then, you know what I mean? So I don't have a relationship with this person. Toby, I was hoping to have a relationship with during that time. And of course this happened. Okay? So she comes in and she's wearing a scarf around her neck. This coat. Hi, I'm Tobias's wife. Do you like Keef joints? The first thing she asks me is if I like Keef joints. Yes, all right. I might like this bitch after all. Yeah, sure. You know, she starts telling me about Keef joints. Oh, you are a patron, but you never chatted. Okay, I didn't know. Fair enough. But I don't know her, right? So we had that, and we sat down, and I mean, as you're likely to do, she offered me a joint. And we sat down next to each other. It was pretty cold that night. It was the Saturday night. As she starts fucking bombulating my brain with all this fucking Yenta bullshit. She loves current events. And oh my fucking god, I gotta listen to this. And she's going on and on and on and on. I don't know. She was a big fucking Yenta, seriously. A big fucking Yenta. And Toby, I felt the connection right away. Like immediately I felt the connection. I didn't spend enough time with him. But I felt right away. And we saw each other at breakfast the day before, and his kids were there, and I got to hang out with his kids a little bit, and I like hanging out with kids. I like kids. I like kids' energy. Kids' energy's clean. There's an innocence to it. You connect a lot easier, you know? And you don't need to wear your armor around kids, so you got more energy to just kind of be who you are around them, and they pick up on it. It's a beautiful thing. I like kids a lot, you know? So we left like this, and it's when I came back from San Francisco that I really started getting into the records that he sent, including Tongue, that fucking Dream album, and a bunch of things that are not coming to my head right now. We started talking, and we started putting the thing there, and we started putting the things together, and Rachel started talking a lot more. And I got to know her. And we text each other. And now, when I go to California, I'm going to be staying with them for a few days. The reason I'm staying with them is because I want to be in their space, the same way I was in Michael Osterhaus's space, Blumpy, the same way I was in Nelson's space, because that's there, you know? And from that, you build from that. You build the strong bonds, you build the good bonds. And it's kind of what I feel with them. So, it's kind of cool. So that's what happens here at Vinyl Junkies. In January, I'm going to be at their place somewhere. And from there, we're going to fucking move and go see Jits, and we're going to have a weekend together, the third weekend of January. Mark it off on your calendar, man, because we're going to be meeting each other. And I'm hoping that you guys can be there and we can hang. Smoke a joint together, have a drink together, go record shopping together. And you guys, when you do all of that, you're going to be in the same room with Rachel and you're going to understand that she's fucking batshit crazy. Toby's the fucking monk. Toby's like, oh. They're awesome. They really are. You bring joy to me. And I trust you. That's a big one. You know? The people that I trust, I would be extremely disappointed if I had reason not to trust them anymore. See ya, Fox Mulder. Thanks for being here. You know? I guess that's kind of what it is that gave my daughter, you know, but that's why my daughter was able to be taken advantage of, because she's maybe heard me say things like, I trust somebody until they give me a reason not to trust them anymore. But I don't give them the full trust. I trust them with so much until they give me a reason not to. And at that point, it's like, yeah, you're fucked, probably. Depends on what it is that you did. Maybe you can gain my trust again, maybe. But I don't give it away, man. But when you do give that type of a trust and you have that with someone, goddamn, man, that's family. That's the real shit. So I guess what I'm describing with these two is family. You know? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty cool when I go there. I feel the love, man. And thanks for putting a song on this mixtape. Can I read the message? I forgot to read the message. This is Rachel and Toby. Thank you for having the courage to create a space that has allowed something as rare and precious as a loving, supportive, virtual family to thrive in spite of the odds. Yeah. I'm glad that you recognize it, man. Let's do this. I don't have a Keef joint, but I'm going to spark up a nice fresh one. I rolled 2 joints. Anybody going to join me? I might have to mix myself a drink too. Honestly, at this point, having a drink would probably be a good idea. You have no idea how tense. It'll help. Stick around, okay, if you can. And thanks for being here.
I think I'm falling in love again.
I put the wrong motherfucking record on. Porco Dio. This happens. SC. Help me. It's a good song, but I just picked the wrong song, the wrong album. I think it's because they're both electro artists, but it's most definitely because I fucked it up. It's all those Keef joints you fuck around with, Rachel. What are we listening to? Helplessly Hoping? Yeah, great song. Of course, great song. A2, right? Here's another man. Talk about fucking cranky and people with principles. Neil Young, goddammit.
Helplessly hoping her harlequin, others nearby, awaiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirit. He runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Wordlessly watching, he waits by the window and wonders at the empty place inside. Heartlessly helping himself to her bad dreams, he worries, did he hear a goodbye? Or even hello? They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cost. Love isn't lying, it's loose in a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. They are one person, they are two alone, they are three together, they are for each other.
Yeah, man, thanks. I feel the love with you guys, man. Like, that family. You know when you kind of feel like the good parts, the best parts of your experience with people is still to come? That's kind of what I get when I get from Rachel. That's what I get from Rachel and Toby. In a lot of ways, I'm kind of all the way there with drive-by trucker Sean. This dude's the best, man. I always had something in common with him. We're about the same age. He likes a lot of the same music. I mean, he's intelligent. He's well spoken. So to me, that's always going to be something that I gravitate towards. I can have intelligent conversation with him. He's well read, and we always got along well there. And then I met him in San Francisco, and I fucking knew. It's like, okay, this is one of the examples where it's like I'm in the room with the person. It's like, okay, now I know. Now I get it. You're an authentic human being, Sean. You don't put it on. You're fucking awesome. I can't describe it more than that. You're awesome. Comes in. Now look, I do put it on as character, as part of the thing, but also I'm a bit of a cranky, I'm a cranky bitch. I know I am, okay? And one thing that I really love, to me, I like a good cup of coffee. I fucking like coffee is my ritual. The coffee at the hotel was fucking balls, garbage, shit. So I didn't even bother with it. That whole coffee station, we removed it all and we put the turntables there. It's like, I'm not going to drink this fucking stuff. So basically, and I don't know where the coffee places was, and I had too much going, people coming in and out of the suite. You know, I didn't really have a chance to go out. But you see, Sean, he's like that. Sean doesn't fucking wait for the group. Sean does his thing. And he comes in when he wants to come in, and he comes out when he wants to come out. And there's an absolute fucking independence to the dude. That's amazing. So he fucking strolls into the thing, and I'm outside, and I'm smoking a joint. So, yeah, man, good morning. Say, hey, look, I'm going to get myself some coffee. Instead, like, we were in the same hotel. I'm going to go get myself some coffee. Can you get one? Can I get one for you? It's like, oh, motherfucker, you're such a lifesaver right now. And we hung out, especially on that Sunday, and he did it twice. We hung out, we listened to some tunes, and we just slowly went about our day. Eventually, we went record shopping. The next day, the same fucking thing. Hey, Sam, I want to get another coffee. By this point, yeah, you want another one, he tells me? So, yeah, sure. So once he brought it to me once, and another time he brought me a fucking coffee twice. And we're hanging out and listening. And you see, the thing is understand something. This was not a need to serve or nothing like that. That's just because, hey, I'm having one. Do you want one? It was the most... It's who I am. It's who he is. It was comfortable. We listened to music. We talked about music. I gave him some of the best records for me, like some of the personal records. He got an Afghan Wigs record. If you know me, I give you an Afghan Wigs record. I'm not going to just give an Afghan Wigs record. I want to make sure that whoever I give an Afghan Wigs record is going to listen to the motherfucking Afghan Wigs record and then understand. And he's the guy who's going to understand. You know why? Because he gave me a fucking Mark Lanigan biography. And I read it. And we bonded over that. And once you bond over Lanigan, and me and him, I've always bonded over the music, but then Lanigan died. And then I read the biography. And then we met each other. And then it was all over. So it's like you have that connection. So we have that connection through music. We have that connection through seeing right away that this is a dude I can see myself going on vacation with. And you could see it's like, look, you know, people are going this way. Everyone, okay, this is what we're doing as a group. Yeah, okay, listen, I'm going to a bookstore. Yeah, bitch, that's the answer. It's no bullshit. There's a certain naturalness, there's an authenticity, there's an absolute fucking authenticity to it that I am extremely drawn to. And I'm sorry that you didn't go out on your date, man, but motherfucker, don't just fucking date some dude for the sake of it. Make sure that he's fucking worth your time, because you're good, man. And he's one of the only guys that I can kind of say also, this fucking guy's putting a Bob Dylan song on my mixtape. He's heard me. On the other hand, if anybody's going to request a Bob Dylan song, and if anybody's going to put the right context into a Bob Dylan song, Trucker is the guy that can do it. He's the guy I trust to do that. You know? Understand that I know that if Trucker could have been there in Montreal, he would have been there. He already had something. If he can be there in California, he's going to be there. I've already told him, dude, at some point, you know, vacation or whatever the case is, go to Jamaica. Say, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Sam, yeah. Yeah, he's got this fucking Minnesota thing. So, he's my dude, man. You're my dude. You're my fucking dude. As much as it's possible, I trust you to have my back. It's kind of like I hold you to a standard and actually believe that you maintain that standard. You know what I'm saying? That's amazing. That's the fucking OG fucking Sopranos respect shit. That's the real shit. You know? So. Yeah, that's exactly it. Trucker does what he does. If you're around him, you're lucky to be around him. He's chosen you, you're good. You're good to have him around. But doesn't need you, he'll do his thing. You got that, man. You have that. That's fucking awesome, dude. So, I recognize it. And you and me, we're not done yet. You know that. Let me play this Bob Dylan song. We got a few others too. We got some Midnight Oil, Outcast. This is a Trucker set. Love you, buddy. to have you.
I know that the sunset empire shudders and shakes, and I know there's a floodgate and a raging river, and I say, see the silence of the ribbons of iron and steel, and I say, hear the punch drunk huddle as they drive on a hammer and wheel. Sometimes you're beaten to the top, sometimes you're taken to the wall, and you don't give in. Sometimes you're beaten to the top, sometimes you're taken to the wall, but you don't give in. Cannibals wear smart suits and ties, and I know they arm wrestle on the altar, and I say, don't leave your heart in a hard place. Sometimes you're beaten to the core, sometimes you're taken to the wall. Sometimes you're beaten to the core, sometimes you're taken to the wall, but you don't give in.
Your call, Chubbs. I'm good with that. It's what you want. Whatever you request, I'm good with anyway, so.
Sometimes you're beaten to the core, sometimes you're taken to the wall. Sometimes you're shaken to the core, sometimes the face is gonna fall. Don't you let it. Sometimes you're beaten to the core, sometimes you're taken to the wall, but you don't give in.
I am, but I'm also good with playing King Woman, dude. Honestly, I am. That wasn't your song. I fucked
Stand
up.
with us and don't look
Actually,
back.
no, that was good. We can still do that. No, this is part of a set. I gotta do that again. Fuck
Stand
me.
with us and don't look back. This face is mind state. Otherwise, Babylon.
Like memories of yesterday.
96 gon' be that. 96 gon' be that.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the King Woman, man.
96
I want
gon'
it.
be that. 96 gon' be that.
I bet you never heard of a player with no game. Told the truth to get what I want, but shot it with no shame. take this music dead serious while others entertain. I see they making they paper, so I guess I can't complain. Or can I? I feel they disrespecting the whole thing. Them hoax like selling dope to black folks, and I choke when the food they serving ain't tasting right. My stomach can't digest it even when I bless it. I'm confessing one more lesson from the south. We in the house tonight. Now who wants to oppose? Suppose we roll through Headland and the lower. Me and my niggas are past the flow and got down for eyes like hind catchers. My mind catches flashbacks to the black past while my close niggas laugh at the southern slang. Figurates and mojo chicken wings. I grew up on booty shake. We did not know no better things. So go ahead and diss it while real hot peppers listen. Started by African Bambada. So you and your partner gather your thoughts.
Some things gotta change. Sounds of laughter and happiness turns my teardrops to rain. Been bearing this burden for too many of my days. Looks like breezes of autumn like memories of yesterday.
Born and trumpeting, but my partners they call me Big Boy. It's the nigga to B.I.G. Be speaking the truth, not talking that shit, boy. I'm thinking of checking my traps, I'm busting my raps, I'm throwing them craps. 7-Eleven is no convenience, you pumping your gas, though watching your back. For the robbing crew, thinking they robbing you, you must be cautious. She's staying up on your game and pimping these crows, you must be flawless, like Mortal Kombat. But fucking these wombats got you dizzy, my nigga. You know if I wanna be playing, but running up on me like you miss me. You catching the wrong vibe, packing your shit and rolling your eyes back, flexing up on the corner, tossing your dice and rolling your Cadillac. But man, it seems I'm reaching out and touching the wrong nigga. Don't expect it to be pimping. Get your index off the trigger as we bust us. Believing them in the dust, so keep that cane up out of your nose. I said my piece and then I hush as the calendar keeps flipping. Niggas dipping.
96 don't be that yet.
Some things gotta change. Sounds of laughter and happiness turns my teardrops to rain. Been bearing this burden for too many of my days. Looks like breezes of autumn finally blew my way.
96 don't be that yet.
Our dearly beloved, we are gathered. Like soap is the lather, we come clean. Some issues need to be addressed like envelopes, I mean. Oh, like Liberty Bells, just them bullets keep on ringing. On fire like the Georgia Mass Choir, we keep on singing. Bringing our folks closer together, cause they severed us from the get green light. And we ain't gonna stop until we hit the big screen. Psych, because no one is free when others are oppressed. So we hit the stage and then we fly back to our nest, growing
like some
old.
eagles, people don't understand, just like their parents don't be caring. I'm speaking about you playing with that phony stuff you sharing in your raps, some Sadie Benz and all your riches, thinking you got it, but get it, but you ain't pimping no bitches cause you flaw in falling like leaves into driveways. Isn't it lovely smoking good and sloppy head on highways? Fridays are tight, but Saturday just makes it old. Winter nights are hot, warm enough to feed your soul, growing old.
Some things gotta change. Sounds of laughter and happiness turns my teardrops to rain. Been bearing this burden for too many of my days. Looks like breezes of autumn.
Good night, Darnsey. I'll play your song, though.
96 don't be that yet.
Some things gotta change. Sounds of laughter and
96 don't be that yet.
happiness turns my teardrops to rain. Been bearing this
96 don't be that yet.
many of my days. Looks like breezes of autumn that finally blew my way. Like memories of yesterday.
Autumn leaves must fall down, growing old. That titties turn to teardrops, his fat ass turns to flare. Souls that was open wounds eventually turn to scab. Trees bright and green turn yellow brown, autumn caught 'em. See, autumn leaves must fall down, growing old. Fat titties turn to teardrops, his fat ass turns to flare. Souls that was open wounds eventually turn to scab. Trees bright and green turn yellow brown, autumn caught 'em. See, autumn leaves must fall down, growing old.
And that's Trucker. I'm hoping you guys are having a good time, man. I am. I'm not sure what it comes off as, from a listener's viewpoint. I'm in my groove. Trying to make sure that I'm here present enough, and I want to be able to give myself enough of a break to go get some ice upstairs and fix myself a Campari soda, maybe a Disco Sampari. And I have a feeling that it'll kind of just chill me the fuck out, The pace feels kind of normal, feels kind of right. And being here with all of you puts me in just about the best headspace I can be in, given the circumstances. So thanks, man. Makes a massive fucking difference. It really does. All right. Jake Wynn has a set for us. I don't know you well, Jake Wynn. I know you from here. I hope to meet you one day. You're welcome to come to these things. You've been here a while, too. Am I right to say that, Jake, you were part of, the Facebook groups? Like you're one of the originals? Because it certainly feels that way. Hopefully one day you can make it out, man. We got a good thing, And you're part of it. Yeah, you've been around a couple years. That's exactly it. Yeah, because I know from music, you know what I mean? I'm happy you're here. I'm always happy that you're here. It's cool. We've spent some time together. We've been through some shit together. So look, you asked for A2 of Low. I'm going to play A1 and A2 because the record is completely clear and I can't cue because I can't stand these records. Queuing it is a nightmare, number one. And number two, because Low very much fits right now for me. One of you, I think, I put in a Low song. I put in a Low song on Sophia's soundtrack from this exact album, Say What? And Alan from Low retweeted when we put together a mixtape for Sophia. And Low feels like one of those bands that definitely belongs on this. So thank you for that. From there, we go to the Flaming Lips, and I forgot what song number 3 is, but I pulled it. What was song number 3? Black Mountain. Yeah, motherfucker. I like Black Mountain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the needle on Low, go get myself some ice, and while it's playing, fix myself a Disco Sampari. Please join me. I got a nice joint I'm going to smoke. I never really understood, I need a drink. I understood I need a joint more than anything, but somehow I don't know if I've ever looked forward to having a drink more than the one I'm about to make. Thanks for this, Jake. Family, baby. I'll be right back. a beautiful night. Sophia brought me cookies from McDonald's.
I can wait, I can wait, I can wait, I can wait, I can wait. But I can wait for it all. And I can wait too long. I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm awake, I'm awake. Must be another day. How long must I wait? How you say, how you say, how you say, how you say, how you say? I can't say anymore. Like a ship to the shore. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. A mistake has been made. There's a price to be paid.
Thanks for hanging out, YouTube. I appreciate you. It's time to say goodbye, okay? See you tomorrow for Old Man Listens Too.
If I can trade, I can trade, I would
Viagra Boys.